There seems to be a general consensus that the old basketball games were better than the ones we've been playing the last few years, and in a way that's definitely true, and I have a theory on why. Let's go back to the days when basketball games were simple and focused. 2004. 2004 was a good time for basketball games. We had NBA Live 05 with Young Melo on the cover. The gameplay was improved from already what was a solid year in NBA Live 04, and we had the addition of the new NBA All-Star Weekend mode. NBA 2K5 was the first 2K game that I was old enough to remember playing. I played the other ones, but I didn't have very good memory of them. And I remember thinking like, yo, the players look way more like themselves on this game. And this is different, but like in a good way. Like back then, both of the games were good and you could play either one really. There were other companies making NBA games at this time, but they aren't really relevant to this video except one. And that one game is NBA Street. EA Sports NBA Street is the X factor in all of this because Street gave us the option to switch it up from playing regular simulation NBA basketball and NBA Live or 2K, whatever you played at the time, to some Street with over-the-top animated gameplay. And having this option to switch up the gameplay, I believe is a lot more important than we think. I believe Street took some of the pressure off of NBA Live and NBA 2K back then. So during this era, they focused on gameplay because they pretty much had to. There wasn't hella features back then, and people didn't really have an issue with it at the time because all we really wanted was some good gameplay, and we wanted style, we would simply switch over to Street. This was also the co-op era where playing with your friends was the norm. Online play wasn't nearly as prevalent as it is now. So back in those days, we would play for hours just playing against friends and playing Dynasty and the 1 or 2 other game modes that Live and 2K had. But now with NBA Street gone, we've been missing a crucial part of our basketball gaming experience, and we've been left with games trying to fill in the hole that NBA Street left, which I think is ultimately doing them in, both NBA Live and 2K. So think about it. The Park and Live Run were both born out of the necessity for something new, and both of those game modes take place where? In the streets. They take place at the parks all over the world, or at least in NBA Live. We don't know where the parks take place at in 2K. But both of those, really just think about it, those are obviously inspired by NBA Street. So since that time, 2K and Live have done so much trying to develop the park and things outside of the gameplay that the games have gotten to where we are today. But things have changed and gaming has evolved. Not only do we not have NBA Street anymore, we also want more content in our basketball games, and to make up for the lack of content, they aren't fixing the gameplay, they've been fixing everything around it. And they do all of this stuff around it with hopes that it'll make us fall in love with the game again, when in actuality, all they have to do is just fix the gameplay. That's all we've been asking for. And of course, more content. And it happens on both sides. 2K with the neighborhood and all the extra presentation with the real reporters and the TNT team, which is dope. But of course, like I said, gameplay has to be the focus, especially before all the extras. Do that afterwards. And Live does it too with their Bape and Pink Dolphin collabs, and they put Stretch Monroe from NBA Street and NBA Live 18, which again, these are dope concepts, but gameplay should always come first. And also EA, if you want to just show us Stretch, just go ahead and tell us that y'all got a new Street game on the way. I was really hoping that they was going to surprise us at E3 with a new Street game, but no dice. So the old games were really focused on gameplay and gameplay first. All of the other stuff was just extras, and really there wasn't much other stuff because back then, as I said, it was pretty simple to please gamers. But now the bar has been raised, but it's fair because the technology has been raised too. It should be just as easy to make a good basketball game as it was back then, if not easier. So hopefully EA and 2K can get to a place where gameplay is the most important thing and the money and the extra features and all of the other hoopla can take a back seat. And hopefully EA can put together a dev team to make a new Street game, but that's just wishful thinking really. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and as always, I am D Brown Shenhan, and I'm up out of here.
Always confident, there's nothing that I mentally fear except giving into new trends. Never look for new friends, cause I don't wanna ride with some loose ends. I barely pay a rent, but it don't matter. They tell me bring a plate, but I'ma show up with the platter. Here's the ladder to success, better grab it before it's too late. I'ma be a multi-million-dollar man while you hate. Don't ask who's great, I'm in your vicinity, drivers.